to have a conversation with myself in the mirror. By me being courageous enough to compliment myself on a day-to-day basis in the mirror. That is such a small thing that you can do. It's easy to do and it's easy not to do. Welcome back to another episode of Insights with Bunny Mac. My name is Vince, aka Bunny Mac. Thank you for joining me for another episode, another insight. I always say I love getting your comments, I love getting your feedback. Thank you very much for that. This is so encouraging, especially when people walk up to me and say, you know what, I really enjoyed your topic, I really enjoyed the coverage that you were doing. So thank you very much. That really means a lot to me. I really do appreciate all of that. If you haven't yet, please by all means do subscribe to the channel, like the content, drop me your comments. I do try to get back, or I do actually get back to each and every single person on an individual basis based on the comments that you have provided to me. You see, on this channel I provide you with insights that are combined from a godly perspective as well as from a coaching perspective. And the aim of that is to equip you, to make that paradigm shift so that you can see what is truly possible in your life. The insights I provide are value-based and they're very ground level based. Right? So it's not something up there in the sky that only the elite few can do. It is simple changes that each and every single one of us can do in each and every single day of our lives. I love how James Clear speaks about it. He speaks about it in Atomic Habits where he says, you just need to get that 1% better each day. And here's the thing, you're not competing with anyone. You're not competing with yourself. You're not competing with the world. You're just trying to get that 1% better each and every single day. Get 1% better every day, 30 days, that's a 30% increase. That is 30% movement in your life. And that is why I share insights grounded to help you put or implement those changes and make that shift from where you are to where you are capable of being. So, today we are speaking about a topic called courage. In the book of Joshua, the Lord commands Joshua and he says, have I not commanded you to be strong, to be courageous? And that is such an overrated or underrated word at times, depends on how you look at it. Because so many people think that courage comes from physical strength and the ability to go in the face of danger. It's not just limited to that. That is a big part of what courage is all about. But it's also the ability to step back when everything inside of you wants to go, but intellectually and on a deeper level you understand that it's not the right time for you to make the move. That is the right time for you to keep quiet. That is the right time for you to observe. Moments like that also takes courage. Sometimes someone will offend you, and it takes courage not to react, not to respond, not to lower yourself to their level. So courage has got different aspects to it as well. And I want to look at that a bit today on this particular insight. So I really hope that you're going to get value from this particular one today, because after watching this video, I believe that you will have such a dynamic shift in terms of your thinking, in terms of what courage really is and how it affects you on a deeper level, and how you can use it to better yourself on day-to-day livings and day-to-day situations. Because that is what we're all trying to do. We're trying to get better in our day-to-day living and in our day-to-day situations. So let's dive right into it. Like I said, we focused on the book of Joshua today, where Joshua was commanded by God. Have I not commanded you to be strong and be courageous? See, for 40 years, the Israelites were going through the desert, wandering aimlessly through the desert. And the promised land was right there for them. And for so many of us, that is exactly what is happening in our lives. Our promised land is right there in front of us. But we're wandering around aimlessly because we don't have the courage and the foresight to see what is being ours to claim, our rightful birth claim from the beginning of time. Because we're too busy focused on other people, focusing on their lives, focusing on their highlight reels that they share on social media, and watching television and watching stars on television and watching everyone else living that life that we desire to live, that we stop looking at ourselves. We stop being courageous and doing the introspection that is required to lift us and to take us to that next level. And that is the challenge today. The challenge today is to start being courageous. Start looking at yourself, looking in the mirror, give yourself a high five in the mirror. Say, you are an amazing person. You are fearfully and wonderfully created. And in the beginning, it's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel strange giving yourself a compliment, especially if you're not used to receiving compliments. But learn to give yourself compliments. When you can give yourself compliments, especially the first thing in the morning and the last thing at night, when you can look in the mirror and you can give yourself confidence and compliments, and you can speak into your life as you're staring into the mirror, as awkward and as uncomfortable as that feels in the beginning, You start growing in stature. You start becoming someone that you didn't think you were capable of being. By making that simple act, by doing that simple adjustment in my life, by speaking to myself in the mirror and complimenting myself in the mirror, I'm gone from being totally socially awkward. I just couldn't mingle and socialize in company where I didn't know people. If I'm in company where I know the people, then I'm very good, then my nature comes out. But as soon as I move into a sphere where I don't know people, then I used to close down, I used to shut down, and I used to back myself into a corner, stay away from all conversations. Now I step into a room with confidence, with comfort in my heart, and I'm able to make conversations with people, not being fearful of how they feel. Are they going to reject me? Do they think I'm stupid? Do they think I'm weird? No, because I'm comfortable within my own skin. And it started with me being courageous enough to have a conversation with myself in the mirror. By me being courageous enough to compliment myself on a day-to-day basis in the mirror. That is such a small thing that you can do. It's easy to do and it's easy not to do. That's what I love sharing on this channel. Right? So find the courage, find the boldness to speak to yourself. Speak to yourself in the mirror. Say affirmations on a day-to-day basis. Find an affirmation that speaks to you on a deeper level. Affirmations are good, but if they're not speaking to you on a deeper level, then it's pointless saying those affirmations. Because people think that if you continue saying these affirmations day to day, that somewhere there's going to be this switch happening in your mind and suddenly your life is going to change. Look, it's possible. I'm not discrediting that. There is a possibility that could happen. But the reality is it's going to take a much longer time and a much sustained period of saying those affirmations on a day-to-day basis if they're not connected with you, with your inner values, with your inner core. Find something that is related to your inner values and your inner cores and reaffirm that on a day-to-day basis. I take scriptures from the Bible and I reaffirm them on a day-to-day basis. I speak the Lord's favor over my life on a day-to-day basis. It might be different for you. It might be something else. You might be speaking about financial breakthrough. You might be speaking about breakthrough in love, in marriage, whatever it is. Find something that connects with you and that resonates with you on a deeper level and affirm that on a day-to-day basis, because affirmations are another powerful way of unlocking the courage that is deep inside of you. We're all trying to be perfect. We're all trying to be what everyone else expects us to be. Being courageous means being you. Whether you think you're the most boring person in the world, whether you think you're the most exciting person in the world, it doesn't matter. Being courageous means being true to yourself. That starts with loving yourself first. Being able to have that inner love, that inner relationship with yourself. When you can love yourself first, when you can be true to yourself first, then the world out there is going to experience something they have never experienced before. They're going to experience your uniqueness. And that is what is so powerful, and that is what is so amazing about you. The fact that you are unique, the fact that you are fearfully and wonderfully created, and the fact that you are the only you in the world. Your retina, your fingerprints, your DNA. There's no one else that matches to you. And that is your superpower. So embrace yourself. Be courageous, be bold. Like Joshua, step into your promised land. Step into who you are. Step into who you are capable of being. That is your superpower. That is your secret power. And that is your challenge for today. So I hope that you got some value from this today. I hope that you're going to start looking at being more courageous, being more bold, and being yourself. Stop trying to be what everyone else wants you to be and start doing the introspection. Discover who you are at your core. Alright, so if you've got some value from this, then please do drop me your comments. Do like the channel. Do subscribe to the channel. I would love to add more value into your life. I would love to help you build a bigger and better road for yourself and really take you from where you are to where you are capable of being. So this is Vinnie Max saying change your thinking, change your world.